Hello, hello. Hello, hello. How's everybody doing today? Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Can you hear me? Danny, what happened? Go get the bone that I gave you with the peanut butter, please, because I know you didn't go get that bone. How is everybody? Hello, 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 hello. Can you guys hear me? Professor Nutmeg? Hello? Hello? Can you guys hear me? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hi, guys. How is everybody? So, guys, there's two things I want to address. The first thing I want to address is I heard about what happened in New Orleans. And those of you, I guess that you guys have heard about what happened, right? You can Somebody said that they can't hear me. Can you hear me? Tell me if you could hear me, please, somebody. Okay, so I just want to know if somebody could hear me, please. Yes. Okay, good. Okay, good. So sound is good. Thank you, Holly. Thank you, guys. Okay. Yeah, so prayers and um yeah, just horrible. So that's really sad, right? That's really, really sad about what happened. 10 people. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So prayers go out to the people in New Orleans that this is the way that their fucking New Year started, right? Horrible, 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 horrible. Yeah, I am going to address Gypsy and her baby, but I think more important than that is the loss of life and the horrible event that happened in New Orleans. So the state's big enough now. 15, Kathy, 15. Unbelievable. And the person that did it, and they assume that there's more than him, right? So the person that did it, he had an ISIS flag in his car, right? Or his truck, and full body armor. And so they're dead now, that person. But in a shootout, they lost their life. But they don't think that it was solo. They don't think he did it on his own. Yeah. So, yeah, prayers and hearts and thoughts and prayers go out to the families and the survivors and victims and anybody that saw it and has to now go and wake up each moment or every moment of their life and see people get run over. Yeah, not good, not good. And then of course Gypsy supposedly gave birth to her monster. I shouldn't say that. Gypsy's the monster. I pray that the baby has a very, very long and healthy and happy life. And if that means without her mother, then I'm more concerned about the baby than I am about Gypsy, who, is a piece of shit. So, guys, I am doing a few things. So I actually am cooking some chicken for work. So I am going to check on that, and then we're going to start the stream here with Nick's mom. So hang on one second. I don't want to burn our chicken. Chicken doodle. Chicken doodle, Milo. Chicken doodle, mom. Mr. Todd. Mr. Todd. All right. Well, hoping. Chicken doodle, Milo. Chicken doodle. All right, guys. Yeah, no, and I was wrong. I said that wrong. I said that I should have said she was the monster. Um, anyway, I hope it is Ryan's baby, and I hope that Ryan gets the kid, to be honest with you, because I'm not too sure that, that kid is honestly safe in the hands of Gypsy or Ken, for that matter. I just don't know. I don't know. I don't know. But I know when there's something with a bunch of innocent people that are just out trying to celebrate, somebody mows them down. Yeah. Got a problem with that. All right. Guys, you ready to watch this? What are you thinking? Guys, there's 102 of you. I don't know how many of you have hit the button, but that'd be great. Of course, it's just me. When you're pregnant, you don't care. I mean, right? Yeah, love Shack Sarah. I don't think so. I don't think so. All right. Let's get into, let me get something cold to drink. I got hot. I'm sorry, guys. Hang on. Milo, 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 you live in one time, oh baby. All right, all right, all right. All right, all right, all right. All right. I got my San Pellegrino because I'm addicted. And yeah, I got to be honest with you. That thing in New Orleans just really hurts because a bunch of innocent people starting the new year off celebrating in a place that is really there for celebrations, just to be minding your own business and getting mauled down is just it's random and it's scary, right? It's random and it's scary because it could be anybody, right? All right. All right, guys, let's do this. So this is Nick's mom, and as far as I know, this is the only interrogation that she has um with this detective. This detective, this detective is the same detective that interviewed Nick. So it's the same woman. All right. I saw that Becca, guys, Becca Scoops, those that don't know, I'm sure you guys do know. Um Becca Scoops came out with the video that she promised us for New Year's, and it did not disappoint. She knocked it out of the park, out of the park. As soon as I was done listening to it, I was driving. Otherwise, I would have put a comment. I don't think that I put the comment that she knocked it out of the park, but tell her I said so. I'll let her know. She knocked it out of the park. An amazing video. One of my probably, I think, probably the best video, to be honest with you. I really think she did a great job with it. Absolutely fantastic. So, and apparently she's on case. I saw that she's on case, and I think Nina's on case right now. Uh, but those that want to hang here, that's great. I wouldn't take any offense if you went over there. I almost went over there. Buttons Bijan, thank you so much. It's very kind of you. Becca does do outstanding work, most outstanding work. Yes. And Morgan Allena, those that don't know, check her out. Please check her out, Morgan Allena. She has some really good theories. So yeah, I said Nina, and they're saying it's over. Okay, guys, are you ready to rock and roll? Let's go. Let's go.
Yeah. I want to talk to you just a little bit
Guys
about
hear
what's
it
going
okay?
on, okay? as you know, Nicholas was charged with first-degree murder and armed criminal action. And what happened is he got a bus ticket and he came to Springfield, which is where I live, New York, and he and Gypsy conspired to kill her mother. He stabbed her numerous times in the back while she slept in her bed. They cleaned up the area. He had a hotel room.
They cleaned up. It was all like.
They cleaned up some blood that was in the house. They got a hotel room. They hung out until they can get the bus ticket to come back here. Things that were recovered from your house. And did they leave you a list to tell you the things that were recovered?
No.
Okay. I don't know what the laws are here, but like when we do a search warrant where I live, we have to leave a list of everything that we took.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that your husband might remember is that recently Nicholas received a package in the mail.
Yeah, okay. I don't know about it, but if he says, yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, and that was the knife that he had stabbed her to death. They mailed it from their house there to your house.
Are you serious?
Yes, ma'am. And that was located in your house.
It's just, my son has never done anything violent, so it's like.
That's what he said.
Oh my God.
He said that he's never, what do you think about this?
I don't know.
So here's a woman. Her son's never done anything violent. The worst that they could say about him is that he's a slob and he's lazy and he's autistic. Otherwise, he's a sweet kid that never caused them any problems. Those of you that have not seen videos of Nick before he met Gypsy, you should check him out because he's an innocent kid trying to share some music online. So, yeah, you should check that out and see who he was before Gypsy and see who, unfortunately, Gypsy turned him into. So here's a woman. From my understanding, and I read this in our comments, that apparently Nick's mom had a drug problem and was 10 years sober. And then unfortunately broke her sobriety and OD'd after what happened with Nick. So, and I think at this time, when they're talking to her, the video that we saw yesterday with the stepdad, the woman she's married to, and her other son, her young son that she had with Charlie, the guy who was in the video yesterday. Remember, there was a little boy in the video. That's her son with him. So at this point, I think that she's in this room and he's in that room at the same time. So imagine that your son's done nothing. You don't think he's done nothing. Innocent. And you get called down. Well, first of all, in your house, all of a sudden you got the SWAT team there and they're taking your kid away and you hear some things and then they come and explain to you what he's being charged with. So put yourself in that position.
I know that once he started going down there, we always keep a close watch on him because he has. And that's
Is he being diagnosed with? Okay.
So that's why we kind of, treat him like when he was last doctor he talked to, they said his mind is probably always going to be 15, 16, right around there. So we always try to keep a close watch on him. When he said he wanted to go down there, I was a basket case. I'm like, you've never been out on your own. You know what I mean? So the last time he didn't tell us so.
Okay.
He got a cab and never said anything to us. And I saw a taxi pull up in my driveway.
Okay.
And I ran out there right as he was loading his stuff. And I'm like, where are you going? He's like, well, I didn't think you were going to let me go. I'm like, well, why would, it's not okay for you to just take off. You don't tell us where you're going. So he's never done anything like this. Nothing violent. You know what I mean? That's why I'm in shock.
Okay.
I
think he's madly in love with this.
I know. It's like, even when I try to talk to him about, there's plenty of girls out there. You're a good looking kid. Why don't you meet a girl at church or something, He just, I mean, that's the way it works though. When you have what he has, it's like your mind focuses on one thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, ma'am.
So, I never thought he'd do something like this though.
Okay.
Also, the heart wants what the heart wants. I mean, you know, we fall for who we fall for, and you guys got. He must have really thought he loved this person because, and I mean Gypsy, because remember what she looked like. Remember she was wearing a diaper. I mean, really? Like that's you know what I'm saying? Like that's a hard sell, you would think, right? So, yeah, he was in it deep. I mean, you don't unalive anybody for any reason, but yeah, he was in it deep.
I don't know. I'm just trying to hold it together because I don't want to lose it right now.
I
I
know.
have a little boy at home.
I
and
know.
Trying to explain to him, hey, you're never going to see your brother again. Or, you know what I mean? It's like,
Does he have many friends?
Nick,
Yeah.
he hangs out with his cousin, but his cousin's a good kid.
Okay.
I mean, they're good kids. They don't.
Did his cousin know anything about this?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
Oh my gosh, she's like an angel.
Is he in shock over this?
I don't know if his cousin knows. I haven't had my phone.
Okay.
They threw me down on the ground, took us to the school, and I haven't talked to anybody.
Okay.
I mean, I just called my work today. Nobody knew.
Okay.
Nobody knew what happened, thank God. But I don't know. How are we, I mean, just for us to get down there to see him or trial or whatever, I mean, someone that can
This
take
is what's
contact
going to
with us?
happen. He'll be presented with some paperwork for extradition.
Okay,
The way he talks, he's gonna sign papers to be extradited.
okay,
He'll be taken back to Missouri.
okay.
Once he's in Missouri, he'll be at the Greene County Jail in Springfield, Missouri, and that's where his trial will be, and everything will be there in that
I mean,
area.
will someone be in contact with us so we,
He's an adult. He'll have to make contact with you
Okay.
himself.
okay,
He will have like phone access and things like that in our county. I don't know what they do here.
right,
He'll be here for at least 30 to 90 days.
okay,
So you might get with this county and make arrangements for visits and stuff like
Okay.
that. He didn't want you to know, he said that you would be a basket case, is his words.
yeah,
And that he said that to make sure that we let you know that he loves you. And I told him that we would. And he's really in love with this Gypsy. And he did tell me, I mean, I interviewed him for a long time, and he told me that that he did it because he loves her and he wants to be with her, and he thought this was the only way that they could do that. So
that's the thing that sucks is that he's such a good kid. He's a good kid. He's not, you know, he's definitely not built for prison. I don't even, I'm just in shock. There's no,
So, as a mom, she's saying her son isn't built for a place that he's going to spend the rest of his life. He's not built for that. Gypsy's an evil bitch.
way we would have tied him to his bed.
yeah.
Even when that cab pulled up, I just got this feeling, where's he going?
What did you think about Gypsy?
You know, it was weird because when I picked him up, from the bus station,
What day did you
I-
pick him up?
I want to say his ticket he told me was for Thursday morning, but like my husband said, he thought it was the next day, so maybe I could have got it wrong.
Okay.
But I even asked her, how's your mom doing? How was your, because I was told she was in a homeless shelter. Her mom kicked her out. So I asked her how her mom was doing. This might have been the first thing I asked her. And they, no big deal. They acted like nothing. Oh, we just don't see eye to eye, and then how did the conversation go? It wasn't real long, but she kept saying, oh, ma'am, I'm a good, I'll clean and I'll get a job. And I'm thinking to myself, what are you talking about? You know what I mean? What are you talking about? I thought you maybe.
So that wasn't going to happen. That was never going to happen. If for some reason the police were idiots and couldn't figure this case out, this brain breaking case out because of all of the shit that was brought to the house, the weapon that was brought to the house, the fact that that's where they went, and the IP address and everything. And somebody wrote just that Nick didn't write those Facebook messages. It was Gypsy that wrote all of the Facebook messages. So that wasn't Nick. But yeah, she wrote them from, Nick's house. So you don't think she was gonna figure out that they were gonna figure things out and that Nick wasn't gonna say anything at this point? That's what she counted on, was that Nick was just gonna take the heat. She counted on that. But might as well, because look at what happened. She only got 8.5 years, and she took it as a kindergarten, took her 5 years to get her GED. I ain't pissed about that, but that's all she did in there. She didn't get any help. She didn't any remorse, any regret, any conscience, nothing. Nothing.
Stay here for a week or something. I don't know. But so it wasn't normal. My husband said when I was at work, she came down and made food. It was just weird.
Was
Mac and
her?
cheese.
Did she ever say anything or do anything that made you question anything about her?
No, because they just kind of hung out in Nick's room and whatever, watch TV or whatever.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't even. It's incomprehensible what's going on right now. I haven't even talked to any of my family members.
So when was he diagnosed with Monopoly?
Oh, he's had it since he was a kid.
Did he graduate
kindergarten.
high school?
He did.
Okay, from where?
Nathan Hale.
Okay.
He's from West Dallas.
Okay. Did he go to any college?
No, he did take like computer courses, but as far as like a college enrollment, no.
Okay. Has he ever lived outside the home?
No.
Okay. Okay.
I mean,
He says he gets lonely quick. Is that true?
He says I guess he's been talking to her for a couple of years that
Okay.
I know of.
Okay, talking to this Gypsy?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, but we always try to talk to him about dating someone around here or,
Yeah.
because one of my friends let me know something was on Facebook about her, saying she was trying to get pregnant.
Wow.
I'm like, are you kidding me? I had a long conversation with her about it. I was like,
So guys, she has always wanted a fucking kid. I mean, because that's something that has been consistent. And it doesn't seem to matter who the dad is. She just wants a kid really bad. And she's somebody who's lazy, who does no follow through. That is so concerning. Like, why? Why do you want a kid so bad when you can't take care of yourself? And look, she wanted a kid back then. She wanted a kid with Ryan. She wanted a kid with Ken. And now she's finally got her damn kid. And I don't mean that towards the kid, but it's like, oh my God, like, what is this kid in for?
you kidding me? I mean, that freaked me out right there. I mean,
Do you think that she was trying to get pregnant?
I don't know.
We should probably give her a pregnancy test, huh?
Oh my God. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I'll let them know there.
Look at her Facebook account; it's on there.
Okay. What was the name on her Facebook?
There were like a couple of them, but their names are like together on one of them. You know what? I could probably pull it up on my phone.
Yeah, if you don't mind. That might help us
I can't
out.
believe that. I don't know. I'm just in shock. Let me go on mine. No internet connection. You know what? It's I would just go under like Gypsy, Nicholas Rose, or their names together. There's like I know Nicholas is in there and I know Gypsy's in there and I think Rose might be in there. Okay. It's like they had
What was the Rose? Is that her?
I have no idea.
Okay.
I know nothing about her. All I know is that I said the first time we went down there, I said, Nikki, you can't, if a parent doesn't want you around their kid, that's the way it is, that's her parent.
Yeah.
What do I teach you about respect? You have to respect people. And
how old do you think she is?
I was told she was 19.
Okay.
How old is she?
Well, we have information, she's 17, 19, and 23. So, the problem is that, I'll just tell you, I don't know if you've seen the news media. Did
No,
you see
I won't even
Springfield?
turn the TV on.
Okay, well, this is the situation with Gypsy, is that her mom, it's my understanding her mom had her pretend like she was like 16 years old, and they would push her around in a wheelchair and pretend like she couldn't walk. And this went on for many of years. And she would wear a mask and hats and tell them that she was going to treatment, and they would raise thousands of dollars for her and her family. But actually, am I correct in saying she walks just fine?
Yeah.
She
just
walks
walk
up and
around
down
our
the
house.
stairs.
The stairs to our house, they go straight up.
And she walks up and down those just
Yeah,
fine.
I mean, if she would have fell down, I would have helped her up or something, but
Right.
she was walking.
No, I'm sorry. That's a t-shirt right there. If she would have fallen, I would have helped her up, of course. That's as good as the bologna sandwiches, or what kind of sandwiches were they? And they're served with mayonnaise, salami, or ham sandwiches. They offer them with mayonnaise. That's a funny line now. If she would have fallen, I would have helped her up. You think so? You think so?
When I picked them up from the bus station, she was walking.
Yeah. So for years they pretended like she couldn't walk and pretend like she was ill, and
Just to collect benefits.
I'm not really sure why, but they would do our community would do fundraisers for them.
Wow.
So that's something you're going to see in the media. Our sheriff just made a media announcement about that, because to let our families in our area were so concerned, because these were supposedly really Christian people, and here they're missing, and then come to find out mom's dead, and then come to find out now Nick's the one that stabbed her, and so what's his cousin's name?
Oh, Ricky.
Ricky. Would I be able to speak with Ricky? Does he live around the area, or?
He lives in, you know what, I'm
Okay,
telling you
call
right
him.
now, there's no way that, absolutely not with Ricky. He's like,
Do you think Ricky even knows anything about this at all?
no, absolutely not. Ricky's an angel.
Okay.
You know, he has a heart problem. He just goes to work and comes home. He's a great kid.
How old is he?
Him and Quinn, I'm talking about my younger son. Him and Nick are pretty close to the same age, but no, Ricky's an angel.
Okay.
Absolute angel.
Is there a phone number where I can call him?
Let me see if, oh my God, he's probably going to be in shock too. He's got to be on here.
I don't want to give him a heart attack if he has heart conditions, but.
414. My eyes are so bad. 336.
Okay.
It's right there.
8157. Okay. I may give him a call tonight and talk to him.
Yeah, I mean, you might have to console him because they are really close, because they're both, you know.
She was in
Is
shock.
that your side of the family or his dad's side?
His dad's side.
Where does his dad live?
His dad lives in West Allis,
Can
which
you
is
spell
right
that for
outside
me?
of Milwaukee. West. And then Alice is Allis.
And what's his dad's name?
Bob.
And where did the Curry come in?
That is my maiden name.
Okay.
And his dad's last name is Goldie John, so.
Did he change it, or?
You know, I don't know. When he was born, I gave him my name.
Okay.
So I don't know. I don't know what he did. I don't know.
Do you know if Goldie John's his legal name?
It very well might be. But all I know is that I don't think he changed it legally. On his birth certificate, it's my name.
Okay. Birth certificate's Curry?
Yep.
Okay.
How is he doing? I mean, is he like, I don't know. I mean,
He
I can
knows.
see him trying to hurt himself or something. Not just because he can't take pressure. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Has he ever tried to hurt himself before?
No, but he gets really upset even when you have a normal conversation with him and there's like, you're trying to tell him something or scold him about something. He just can't take pressure.
And what does he do when that?
Just gets really huffy and puffy and like a kid would.
Okay.
So I don't know.
He is, he knows what he's done is wrong.
Yeah.
He knows that, he says that he would have never hurt anyone if it wasn't for Gypsy and his
Absolutely.
love for Gypsy. He says she wanted him to do it. But he's doing fine. He cried a lot today when I spoke with him briefly. I had to tell him about the warrants and stuff, and he cried.
I would love to see that interview. I haven't seen that interview where, he slept and then he's thought about it. Because remember when this detective interrogated Nick, he hadn't slept and he was stuck in a chair, unlike Gypsy, who had a couch and a fishy pillow. Piece of shit. Did I say that out loud?
A lot, not necessarily about the charges. He's like, okay, he appears okay with that part of it, but the part that he's never going to see Gypsy again or you or whatever.
So she amazingly got in his head pretty well. Like,
so those things he's struggling with,
Please try to watch the videos of Nick previous to him meeting Gypsy. Please try to watch those videos, because I read all of your comments that I can. I can't say I read every single comment, and I certainly do my best to read the emails. And I know that a few of you are moms or are grandparents to kids that are on the spectrum, and this is scary. It is extremely scary. So, it's scary when your kid's not on the spectrum. You see that. There's peer pressure, bullying, and all that bullshit going on. And you just can't be a helicopter parent. I'm not saying this woman was a helicopter parent. How do you stop an 18-year-old kid from growing up? I don't know. It certainly wasn't their fault. It certainly was Gypsy's fault. But it's scary. It's scary.
I tried to explain to him everything I could. He took great comfort in knowing that I'll be where he's going in Missouri, because he says that way he could reach out and talk to someone, and I will.
absolutely.
I am a detective. I am law enforcement, but I also am a mom, and I have a heart. And he's going to be there, and if he wishes to speak with me, he just fills out a little form. I explained all that to him, what he needs to do to talk to me.
Okay.
And so I anticipate he'll probably do that once he gets there.
Okay.
I don't know, it's just a horrible situation.
They
came up with a story of how this happened, or they came up with a story, but their story didn't take too long to figure out was wrong, because we had plenty of evidence to counter everything that they could try to say at first, but it didn't. Not too much longer. He just told what happened.
So how do you, does she have like a record or anything?
No, she's never been in trouble ever. And it's my understanding he's only been in trouble about the McDonald's incident.
Yeah.
That's all I could find.
Right.
Is that the only time?
That's the only time.
Guys, so I want to stop here for a second and explain the McDonald's incident to the best of my ability, from what I understand. So Nick was supposedly at McDonald's on a computer or his phone or some sort of device, supposedly watching, this is the story, supposedly watching PORN and fiddling with himself. That's not what happened. I know that that's the story out there, a story that I believe Fancy helped perpetuate, but that's not what happened. He wasn't charged with anything like that. I want to say that I heard what happened, and it was not that. It was something that was close to, I think he was watching porn, but I don't think he was fiddling with himself. So either it wasn't right what he was doing, but it wasn't nearly as bad as what's out there. And it was one incident. I'm not saying that's okay, but that's what she's referring to.
Do you have a way for me to get a hold of Bob?
I can give you his parents' number. Okay. It's area code 414.
Okay.
258.
Okay.
2948.
And now your last name, what is that?
Goldhammer.
Is it like gold?
It's like gold, yeah, and a hammer without the H, sorry.
Oh, so like gold.
Hammer.
Hammer.
Yeah,
And what's your date of birth, Stephanie?
5/28/69.
All right, and your social?
Um,
Okay, I just need, that's my report. And when's the last time you seen Bob?
His dad.
Yeah.
Gosh, maybe a month and a half. He would go visit him.
Okay. How does he get there? Does he drive or?
We'll usually he'll get a ride, like Grandpa will come pick him up,
Okay,
or we'll drive him and we'll pick him up.
okay. You think he would have told Bob about anything that he knows?
Absolutely not.
Have you talked to Bob and told Bob
No,
what's
I
going
haven't
on?
had my phone.
Oh, yeah. that's
It's
right.
really hard because all the numbers are in your phone.
Yeah, I do know that. My whole life's wrapped up in my phone. So I do understand that. What is, I was at your house today, but what is the address again?
It's West 228, South 8755.
Do you spell out the west and the south?
Nope, you could just put the S there and the W there.
Okay.
And then it's Cherry Street.
These addresses are way different than where I'm from. Big Bend,
Yep,
what's the zip?
53103.
Okay. Is there anything that you can think of that we didn't talk about that maybe we should have, or anything that you can think of that would either help Nicholas or Gypsy or
I just want everyone to know that as much as we tried to like make him not stop talking to her, but see that there are other people out there, there was no way we could do it.
Okay.
He would just get upset.
Has he been like this with other girls?
No.
No. Has he had a lot of girlfriends?
Maybe one or two. I mean, he has girls that are friends, but
Right.
he had had one girlfriend when he was in high school.
Okay.
But no, I mean, like I said, they've been talking for, I'm going to say at least a couple of years.
Okay. And how many times has he went to Springfield to see her?
Just twice.
Okay. And they were both this year?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
It's a form of it. It's a form.
Okay. The disease, the illness, and then
Just like a relic.
So I guess what they're editing here is the autism, just so you know.
Love it, yeah.
okay. And who's his doctor?
He hasn't been to the doctor in a while. So
Right.
the doctor that diagnosed him, it's in the papers. I'd probably have to pull the papers out somewhere.
Okay. When's the last time you went to a doctor?
That was probably around 19, maybe. It was probably 19.
Okay. And he functions just fine without his medicine.
Yeah, the thing is with his medicine, when he was living with his dad, he was taking his medicine. And he just didn't want to take it anymore. He moved back in with me and he didn't want to take it anymore. But he seemed to be okay.
Okay.
He wasn't, I
Right.
mean, I'm used to it. I raised him. To me, he didn't need it. But
Okay. All right. And he was able to get through school just fine.
yeah, I mean, he obviously was in LD classes, but
Okay. LD classes in high school.
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, the thing is, he's a good kid. I've never had any problems with him.
Has he ever become angry with you and assaulted you or anything?
Absolutely not. No way. He would never. No way. No way. Gets a little frustrated, but when he gets frustrated, he'll just cry.
When he gets frustrated, he just cries. Think about that. And Gypsy took total advantage of that. Total advantage of that. When he gets frustrated, he just starts crying.
Okay.
Oh, no way. He's never been violent. That's what's so shocking. Just the way the girl acted. I mean, how can you do something to your mother or lose your mother and just act like that? I was like, I'm just trying to wrap my head around it.
Did you notice anything odd about her voice?
Just her southern drawl.
Okay.
Like, yes, ma'am, and that,
Okay.
but no.
Was she high pitchy or squealy or anything?
Kind of, like,
Okay.
yeah, but when she started telling me that she planned to live at my house and get a job. I was like, what? What is she talking about? You know what I mean?
She would never get a job. It's funny as fuck. I mean, come on. She might have unalived this family for all we know what would have happened there. We don't know. There's a net in here. All right, guys, let's continue on.
Okay, that's not gonna happen, but I
Okay,
don't know. Sometimes you try and do things for your kids because you
Sure.
just want them to be happy.
sure.
And as much as we tried to get him to just,
So why were you guys friends with her on Facebook?
I wasn't.
Oh,
She
okay.
just, he asked me to, you know, she wants to ask you questions about, you know, whatever. Fine. You know, I don't have any conversations with her on Facebook. Give me a break.
Okay.
You know, absolutely not.
But she was talking about wanting to get pregnant.
Yeah, one of my friends called me. She's like, Steph, you need to go on Facebook. Or I was like,
Yeah,
I've known my
check this out.
friend since I was like 15 years old. So whatever she says, I do. You know, we go way back. So that's when I was like, okay, she's not okay. Something's not right there, you know. But trying to tell him that, it's like he gets all defiant and, you know,
Right.
defensive, I should say.
Did they ever tell you they were getting married or anything like that?
God, no.
Okay.
I mean, we probably would have had time to his better. So.
Okay.
That's the thing. He's a normal looking kid. I mean, he has, but you know, he's just was selling himself short. Even like the servers at my work would be like, he's a cute kid, you know. Well, fortunately, he has this beast that's been talking to him for a couple of years, and like I said, he sets his mind to something. It's just like he can't focus on other things. I mean, if you learn about it's a little bit about it. Like
Okay.
if you focus on something, you can be really good at it.
Okay.
But yeah, he wasn't having dating anyone else. I'm like, let's go to church. You might find a nice church girl, you know.
Okay. Well, you can have your phone back, and let me get your phone number in case I need to call
Yeah,
you.
it's 262
Okay.
366
Okay.
4898. And if you do see him before you go back, or I don't know if he's going back with you, probably not, but just tell him that his mom and his stepdad love him,
Okay.
and that you know, we will come and see him.
Okay.
I'm just trying to wait for everything. People at my house, cameras and everything. I just want to give it a
completely
little
understand.
bit, and
Yeah.
you know.
I completely understand, and you know him better than anybody probably in the world. So you know what he's thinking, you know how he's feeling, and you know what's going on with him.
Yeah.
And all I
It's
can do
weird
for
that I
you.
almost feel like he's safer.
Yeah.
It's really, really bad to say, but I almost feel like he's safer now than having contact with her on a regular basis, knowing what I know now.
Yeah. Did you how long had it been that you were trying to discourage the relationship?
I'd say months. You know,
Okay.
like, Nick, you're a good-looking kid. I mean, you're a nice kid.
Would he always talk about her?
Just that he was always online with her, or she'd send him. I mean, she sent him like a ring in the mail or something, and always, I love you, and this and that, and like you don't even know our relationship on the internet is not a relationship.
What kind of ring did she send him?
I don't know. So she probably got it out of a bubblegum machine. I don't know.
Okay.
But I'm sure he could tell you.
Okay.
You know, it's really sad because he is a good kid and he's a good-looking kid, and for him to ruin his life over that, I'm sorry, but she's a beast.
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's the shirt. She's a beast. And show the teeth. She's a beast is right.
Well, that's what we know
Explain to
so far.
My younger son who loves his big brother, you know.
Yeah.
He's the only brother he has, and trying to explain to him, you're probably not going to see Nick, and he doesn't, you know.
Understand.
Right.
Well, I'd like to give you my card.
Okay.
And if you think of anything that you want to talk to me about or whatever, you can call me. I'll try my hardest to remember to call you when I know that he's been extradited.
Okay.
Because they won't typically tell the family or us. They just do it because of safety reasons.
Right.
So once I know that he's in our jail, I'll try to give you a call and let you
Okay.
know.
I appreciate everything. I mean, like I said,
It's a hard situation. I can't even imagine to be sitting in your shoes at all. And I know you've been displaced out of your home, and we've had your cell phones, and we've done all of this stuff. But the purpose is because he did something very, very horrible.
is he going to be allowed to have contact with her?
He wants it bad. And sometimes, I don't know how this works, and I've never understood this in all my years in law enforcement. Sometimes inmates are allowed to write each other back and forth. So he may at some point be able to communicate with her. Now, in our facility, he will not be able to communicate with her by mail or any other way. They'll have.
And he wants to?
He does. He loves her.
He needs a prison shrink or something.
He loves her. He's adamant that he's in love with her and that he worships her. That's what he kept telling me. I worship her. So.
I don't know. I think I'm still in shock about, I haven't talked to anybody, and it's like, I know once I get my friends around me, I'm probably going to lose my mind, but it's like,
Yeah.
I'm just trying to keep it together for my kid.
So I have a question, Leland. Leland Squirrels. This is the first I'm hearing that Nick was actually watching Gypsy at McDonald's. I haven't heard that from anybody else. So I'd like to know, maybe you can email me and tell me how you know that. Or we'll watch this and maybe you can tell us in here how you know that, because I haven't heard that. I've never heard that.
I don't want him to see me lose it, you know?
Right. I understand that.
And it's weird because I almost feel like Nick's safer right now than having her orchestrating him doing anything. You know, it was like everything she said, he would, no, you know, okay, baby, or whatever. And oh my God,
Do you know how they met?
no, it just had to be on the internet. That's all I know.
Yeah, that's what they told us, was at like a dating site.
Christians for free.
It's like Christian free
Really?
dating or something like that.
Wow.
That site's still on.
But some of the items we collected from his room was, of course, the clothing that he wore whenever he killed the knife.
Oh my God.
They
if I
had-
They
would've
made
even
Cracker Jacks.
thought anything, I would have freaking grabbed him and taken him right down here and said,
Take care
Bye.
of this.
yeah, absolutely.
I think there was a little around $4,000 to $5,000 of cash that they had stolen from the
Yeah.
lady,
Yeah.
that her mom had portioned up. We took some of this computer stuff, some of their love notes, clothing, cell phone, things like that.
Wow.
So,
I mean, I knew that he was like madly in love with her. Why? I have no idea. But there's no way I could comprehend him doing this. Like I said, he's always been a good kid. I just never give him in trouble.
well,
Good-natured kid, you know?
he definitely did it. He definitely told us exactly how he did it. And
Well, yeah.
It matches.
He'll be honest. He's honest.
Yeah.
He's honest.
And it matches, everything he said matches, our scene
Yeah.
and everything, and it's consistent. And
Is she like, is she taking any sort of, is she like, well, okay, it was me too, or is she trying to put it all on?
she takes some responsibility, but not much. Not much at all.
Like I heard someone say, they said something on news, like he raped her. I'm like, give me a break. A couple months before that, my friend's calling me saying she wants to have a baby with him.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
That statement right there, she made on a Facebook post. Did you see the Facebook post where it
No.
says, okay, that's right. Well, on Dee and Gypsy's Facebook post that they share, there's some horrible messages that were posted on there that said, like, I believe like they slashed her, or like I slashed her, I killed her, and then I raped the girl, and the girl's dead too. Well, those all were actually posted by Gypsy. I'm done.
Thank you for everything.
Well,
like I said,
my heart breaks for you. And if I see him, I'll be glad to tell him that.
yeah,
And
just tell him that we love him, and
you have my card, and
Yeah.
if you have any questions or say something gets confusing here and you're like, I don't know why this is happening or that's happening, maybe you can give me a call and I can call up here and get you some answers.
All right.
And
I just want you to know that, whatever he's done, he is a good kid.
I get that feeling when I talk to
He
him.
is a really good kid. And anything you ask him, he will be honest with you,
Okay.
All
All right.
Thank you for everything.
Good luck.
Be in touch.
Okay.
So everything you ask him, he will tell you the truth. That's what she said, right? Everything I ask you, or anything you ask Nick, he'll tell you the truth. That's what his mom said. I think that that's true. I think that that's what Nick did. I think that that's what Nick did. So, guys, what are your feelings about this? Because I want to start reading in the chat now. No, she hasn't identified as anybody, you know. So, no, well, no, Nick ultimately told the truth. He ended up telling the truth after the cop told him that she told the truth. She is a beast. Hey, Katie girl. So guys, what do you think? So no longer is Stephanie on this earth. I mean, you know, he was collecting a disability check. He was disabled and it was permanent. So yeah. Hey 1980, how you doing? How you doing? So guys, what do you think? I'm pissed that Gypsy lied on Stan. She's gonna lie on Stan. Gypsy should be charged with a lot of stuff. Rebecca Mitchell, how you doing? So how many lives did she really take that night? Yep. So guys, and supposedly December 28th, she gave birth, right? So and right away, I think Ken put up a picture, more or less. Wasn't it Ken that put up a picture? But they're not going to exploit the baby. So, I mean, granted and fine, you couldn't really see the baby, but there was a baby there. You saw that. So, if you're not going to do that, if you're not going to do that, if you're going to say you're not, then why? She gave birth, end of. Because nobody's really going to believe anything until still it comes out of her coochie, right? Did I say that out loud? I'm serious. Like nobody's gonna. Who knows whose baby it is? Maybe it's Gypsy's, but is it Ken's or is it Ryan's? I think we're gonna end up seeing, because we'll end up. Maybe that's why she doesn't want to show us the kid. It could be a doll, right? Yeah, whose cigarette butt was on the ground? There's still so many questions. There's so many questions about this whole thing. You know. Yeah, I have belief that it's Ryan's as well, but I don't know. I don't know. So I don't believe she traded her account for an illegal adoption. Um, we knew she had the baby days ago. Her belly was flat in the Christmas photos. Her belly's been flat on and off, so you can't go by that, Renee. You can't go by that. And absolutely, if her lips are moving, she's a lion. She's a lion. It's very sad. It's very sad in her life. I don't believe that, Leland. I mean, like, I just, how many people believe that she traded her account for an illegal adoption? I don't believe that. Liar, liar, pants on fire. Ryan signed his rights away. Apparently, I didn't think that they could do that in Louisiana. You know, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I agree. I think that's silly. That was a planned. This is what I'm hearing more often than not. But it was, I heard, because it was her pregnancy was tough. I believe that that happens. I don't believe people do it over accounts and so quickly. So, yeah, that I don't. Uh, no, I think she really did get hacked. You know, I think she really did get hacked. Not everybody gets morning sickness. You know, one of my best friends, her mom had her period throughout all the pregnancies. She had four, she has three siblings, so four pregnancies, and the mom had her period the whole time and never got really big. So, and a lot of people don't have any kind of, they're treating her like a celebrity. That's why, Rebecca, they need to stop treating her like a celebrity. People are saying planned C-section. Silnat was pregnant. She said I was nauseous only once. So I don't think that everybody goes through certain things. Yeah, because I honestly do not think that I don't think Ryan, I think Ryan's the dad. I think Ryan is the dad. But, you know, I do think Gypsy's the mom, you know, unfortunately. Doesn't matter because the truth of the matter is right now, Ken and Gypsy are the parents. That's the way it is right now. Nobody's going to fight that. That's the way it is right now. So there's still a baby. So they canceled they're not going to redo. Okay. So from my understanding with the show, they're not going to make a third season of the show, but this is coming out the 6th. I heard that the 6th at 8 p.m. The second season or the third season, whichever they just filmed, is supposedly coming out January 6th. I heard that they're not going to film another season. So it's freezing in Kentucky. I heard that too, that they both retain lawyers. I believe, you know what I believe, Grateful Graham? I believe that, yeah, I do. I do, because if she made a promise to him that he wants to believe, like, listen, it doesn't matter, I'm going to stay with him. But I mean, you know, if she made any kind of promise to him, listen, she talks people into shit. You see this. Here's a woman who unalived her mom, probably did a lot of it herself, threw somebody under the bus. That guy's still sitting there not saying a word, right? He's not saying anything. Okay. And you got Ryan, who was used and abused, and he's not saying anything. He won't say anything horrible about her, right? Because supposedly he shared secrets with her. She knows things about me. So we don't know. We don't know why somebody would give up their rights, but I'm not just going to say that that's impossible because of who Gypsy is and how low she'll go. So I don't know. I don't know. Christy better help lots. Yeah, Christy better help lots. Or, to be honest with you, I'd rather see Ken's mom do it, and she is a con. Christy, I don't think is a very good person. Hey, CJ, how you doing? CJB on TikTok, guys, on TikTok. So, guys, is there another thing that you want to cover? Voodoo or hoodoo? Yeah. Why didn't the court demand their own DNA test? I thought that that's what they were supposed to do in Louisiana. But then I heard that and CJB comedy is on YouTube as well. So, excuse me. So I don't know. I thought that Louisiana did that, but supposedly Ryan gave up all rights or something. I don't know about that. So I still thought that it was if it was that easy, why'd we find out about it to begin with? Like I thought it was definitely, I thought for sure 100% that it was that they had to do that by law, that that's the way it was, not that if somebody signed rights over, because we saw that come in, she could manipulate the hell out of that man, especially if she knows his secrets. He could lose his career. Come on, guys, let's be real. Let's talk about who Gypsy really is. I mean, you don't think that she knew his secrets, that she's been manipulating him, that maybe she said to him, listen, I'm not going to be with you anyway, and I'll make it really difficult for you. I'll keep you going with everything. You're going to pay child support and everything for this kid. I will make life hell on you, and still Ken will be raising this kid. And I'm going to spill all your secrets so you won't even have a career to go back to. You don't see her saying something like that? I do. Yep. He could even say that she essayed him. You're absolutely right. So I don't believe for a second that yeah. I don't think that he would do it for money, to be honest with you. Somebody said he might have paid. She might have paid him. Here you go. Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't think you could have paid him to take his kid. That I don't believe. But I do believe that there was probably something over his head, that she was holding something over his head, like Christie 751 says, and that she could lose his career. He could lose his career over it. And in the meantime, he still wouldn't get Gypsy back. Um, she could take and leave the state with the kid. She has a lot more money than him. She could have kept him, you know. That's what I think. That's what I think. I don't know that he thinks he's in love, or I don't know, man. We haven't heard from him, right? Right? I haven't heard from him. So, I don't know. I don't know. Guys, I am going to have to cut out here in about 10 minutes or so. She couldn't even keep up with a furry four-legged one. But are you saying, Kathy, you don't have any kids? Yeah. She is pulling an Anna Nicole Smith. I liked Anna Nicole Smith. I don't think Anna Nicole Smith did anything but hurt herself, unfortunately. And, her son, you know. and now her daughter. But I think that Gypsy is diabolical. I don't think Anna Nicole Smith was diabolical. I think Anna Nicole Smith was a woman who was hurt. And unfortunately, drugs ruined her. And here, I totally agree. I agree with that. He's gone MIA, right? I'm telling you, I really think that there is something wrong with that. We haven't heard from Ryan in a minute because I think Gypsy shut him up. I'm telling you, that's what I think happened there. And Nicole did love her kids. Absolutely. Thank you, Jamie. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. And Nicole was another tragedy. Yeah. Thank you so much. I appreciate that, Steph. I do. I do. Like, why would you do that? Let me ask you a question. Why would Gypsy do that just to fucking humiliate somebody? Here, like, there are pictures. Oh, yeah, it was absolutely brilliant. There are pictures. I mean, she's just so disgusting. Even when she's like acting like she's slow. She's more than evil. She's diabolically evil. I didn't mean to hit that one. I meant to hit another one. I meant to hit that one. I'm sorry. But I believe in what you said too. I do. She lacks more than compassion, my friend. She is a piece of shit. Yeah, she is. Yes. Anna Nicole Smith adored her son. Gypsy is that. Rebecca Mitchell, I loved her too. I was so sad when she passed. She passed in my hometown in the Guitar Hotel. The Special Olympics thing, that was unbelievable. I had to laugh. I had to laugh about that. Thank you for that. I appreciate that. XOXOXO. Here's a common thread. Grateful Graham, thank you for being a part of this. She's a demon in a skin suit. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. Yes, she is. All right, guys, I'm going to call this one. I'm going to try to put out a video tonight. I'm hoping about Sarah Boone. You know, there was some weird stuff that happened with Sarah Boone. So I bet you he wished he'd written to the Lion King too, or the Tiger King too, my friend. I thought she was on the verge of really getting it together. Yeah, you know, the devil in that one, I think, millennial, the devil in that one was the lawyer. The lawyer, you know what I'm saying? Howard K. Stern. Because he could have really helped and he didn't. He failed her. He failed her. Gypsy has a DNR band. She has a do not resuscitate band. All right, guys. So I'm going to make my dinner for work. What story do you think was made up, Leland? Am I missing something in the chat or what? I don't think. Tiger Woods. Yeah, he was a leech for sure. He was. What? You think TMZ planted Ryan to be her friend? I disagree with that. Oh, the Tiger Woods thing? You mean the Tiger King? The story that his friend wrote to the Tiger King and he wrote to Gypsy? I don't know. I believe that. He hasn't changed that. That's been a consistent story he's been saying. I'm sure a lot of people wrote to the Tiger King. Okay, guys, so Morbid's thing is going to start, and I'm going to go and get ready to go to work. So, all right, guys. I'll see you on the next one. I don't know which next one I'm going to do or when it's going to be, but I do have a video that I do, again, want to put out about Sarah Boone, and I want to do some talking about Wade Wilson, but we'll see what I do. I don't know how much you guys are interested in that. I also put a video together, and unfortunately, I didn't have any sound in it. And it's kind of like just a video about society that I wanted to put out. I'm hoping you guys will listen to that. All right, guys, have a good one. 2025. 2025, guys. God bless. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, guys.